is a way out of your mess. And it's JESUS. That's spelled Jesus, y'all.
Where can you buy a brand new Nissan with a lifetime warranty? Kingston Pike. Hey, folks, you're listening with Ted Russell Nissan. You heard it right. Every new Ted Russell Nissan comes with a lifetime warranty, and that's a long, long time. Ted Russell Nissan on Kingston Pike.
Protect your sheep and goats from blood-sucking parasites. Hi, I'm Jody Henke. Understand the parasite life cycle and don't let your animals graze to the ground as you're living the country life.
Living the Country Life. Ideas and inspiration for your place in the country. You can find more information on today's topic and from previous shows by visiting us online at livingthecountrylife.com. We'll return to the show after these messages.
Whenever you're online, Living the Country Life is there too. Like us on Facebook and exchange tips and ideas with people who share your love for the country way of life. Follow us on Twitter at Small Farming for timely news and information. You can also find us on Instagram and Pinterest. See the latest inspired shot from our readers or add a garden tip to your boards. Living the Country Life has all the ideas for your home acreage. Visit us online at livingthecountrylife.com and find us on social media.
If you're looking for new ideas for what to do around your place in the country, register for the Living the Country Life newsletter. Once a week, you'll receive helpful tips in your inbox on a wide variety of seasonal and timely topics, along with so much more. Living the Country Life is for all those people who love to live in the country. Sign up for your free newsletter today by visiting livingthecountrylife.com.
Battling parasites is part of owning sheep and goats. They all have worms to some degree, but the most concerning is a blood-sucking parasite called the barber pole worm that lives in the animal's stomach. It causes anemia and, in many cases, even death. Mark Kepler is an extension educator at Purdue University. He says the key to parasite control is pasture management. Rotate sheep and goats to grasses that are at least 4 inches tall. If the animals are grazing in the same place all the time, they'll eat it down to the ground, which makes it very easy to pick up the worms.
The worm is inside of the animal. It lays an egg inside of the animal. When the animal defecates, that egg falls out on the grass. And then that egg will hatch out, and a little tiny worm will crawl up the grass blade just a little bit. And so when the animal comes along and eats that grass blade, it's eating that worm and putting it into its body.
There are dewormers, but if they're overused, the parasites can build up resistance. Check the color of the membrane around the animal's eyes. If it's white and not pink, it signals anemia. Another way to determine worm load and if the treatment is working is to collect fecal samples.
Take it to the vet, and he'll look at it and say whether you got worms or don't, or what kind you got. I give them the drug, come back, whatever the vet says, usually about 2 weeks later, and then I see again what kind of egg numbers I got. If I got the same number of eggs I had the first time around, I got resistance, and that drug isn't doing me any good.
Keep in mind the number of worms, their impact on the herd, and their level of resistance will vary from farm to farm. Learn more about controlling sheep and goat parasites at livingthecountrylife.com. I'll see you in the country.
Living the Country Life. Ideas and inspiration for your place in the country. You can find more information on today's topic, share your tips, and post photos by visiting us online at livingthecountrylife.com.
Good morning and welcome to AM 1380 WYSH and Ask Your Neighbor. Ask Your Neighbor can also be heard and seen on our website, WYSHradio.com. And if you are in Anderson, Rome, or Morgan County and have Comcast cable, you can watch Ask Your Neighbor on BBB TV Channel 12. Ask Your Neighbor is the program where you call in and do just that. Ask Your Neighbor. Do you have a comment? Do you have a problem? Or do you have a question? Then call in and ask your neighbor. 865-457-1380 or toll free at 877-711-4005. And for those of you that might be listening or watching on the internet, you can email from our website, WYSHradio.com. Just click on the Contact Us button and email your questions. Now sit back and listen as listeners throughout East Tennessee and the entire world answer your questions on Ask Your Neighbor on BBB TV 12 and AM 1380 WYSH.
We'll open the phone lines up here this morning. Open phones. Yes, indeedy. That's what we're going to do. 865-457-1380, 877-711-4005. Okay. Raise a hand. Showing of hands, please. Who wants to stay right here like we are with the time change? All right. We're daylight saving time right now. I vote we stay right here. That's just my vote. You guys can have your own. I don't know if it'll make any difference anyway, but I'm tired of changing the clocks. My sleep's all messed up. Even when we fall back and you gain an hour, it still messes me up because I wake up at the same time. It's just, and I did today. So it'll take a while until I get acclimated again. And then about the time I get acclimated, they'll want to change it. So my hope is Congress, Senate, whoever is involved will be able to get out and fix it. That would be awesome if indeed they could do that, if they could get it where they wouldn't change it anymore, But, that's me. That's what I would like to see. So, we'll see. What do you guys think? 865-457-1380, 877-711-4005. Anybody anywhere? Okay, I'll give you a moment. Gather your thoughts. We'll get into music, whatever you want to do. Call, ask any question you want to ask, share what you want to share. Or if you don't have anything to ask or share, we'll move along. We'll get you into some great, what have I got coming up here? Could you, if you want to be my baby tonight, John Michael Montgomery. We'll do that here in a little bit.
For more than a decade, the Home Option in Oak Ridge has been providing in-home care to clients affected by exposure to toxic substances. They also care for recipients of Black Lung, VA benefits, and private pay clients. The folks at the Home Option can help you maintain your independence and live life on your terms. They offer skilled nurses, CNAs, personal caregivers, and speech, occupational, and physical therapy. To find out more about how their staff can care for you, call 865-220-1700 or do a Google search for the Home Option in Oak Ridge.
Did you know that a lot of contractors are hiring people from out of town with no guarantee of their qualifications? Are you tired of going through temp services and getting unskilled labor? Keep jobs local and keep money in-state. Partner with Local 102 for all your mechanical job needs. Skilled labor that's always improving with state-of-the-art training. Let Local 102 be the job source for the best in plumbing, pipe fitting, welding, and HVAC. Visit ualocal102.org to learn more about Local 102. Your goals equal our goals.
Happy New Year from Hammers. Get this year started off right with new bargains from Hammers. Since 1952, Hammers has been bringing low prices and incredible deals to East Tennessee. The Hammers family will continue to make sure that our stores provide the same everyday low prices from your favorite brands in clothing and home goods in 2024. We want our customers, old and new, to have the same great shopping experience as in the good old days. Come on out and check out our famous brands like Carhartt, Wrangler, Columbia, Simply Southern, and many of the latest ladies' boutique brands at Hammers' low prices. Redecorating in the new year? Come on out and shop our great selection of area rugs and home decor. So before you shop online, come and shop with Hammers, Clint, Sevierville, Halls, New Tazewell, and Wartburg. Down retailer that supports the community you live in. Open 9 to 6 Monday through Saturday. Don't forget to check out our Hammers Instagram and Facebook. And remember, if you miss a day at Hammers, you'll miss a bargain. You should see us now. All right, let's get to it here this morning. See what we've got on the phone. Our friends, family, and everybody else hanging out here with us. And we appreciate each and every one of you tuned in, dialed up, and listening in. All right. All right. Howdy. Welcome to Ask Your Neighbor this morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
I wondered about that changing the time thing.
Yeah.
I tried to call them, but I'm sure one person ain't going to do nothing. I wondered, is there any way maybe you could start a petition and mail it in or something? Send it in?
I don't know. They've already changed the law. They just, it has to be approved, I think, in the Senate right now, but they've already voted to do it. The House has already voted to do it. It's just laying up there. So
I think it would be wonderful, to have it.
Yeah,
daylight more in the winter,
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. But like I said, I know my one phone call wasn't going to help.
Well, you never know.
Yeah. Okay, I guess that was all I wanted to talk about.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Yeah, it passed Congress. Didn't it? It's either past Congress and waiting on the Senate or past Senate and waiting on the Congress. I don't know which. Permanent Daylight Savings Time Protection Act. Yes. Politicians keep trying to make it a reality. Florida Senator Rick Scott and Marco Rubio have used the upcoming time change to remind Americans about the bipartisan Sunshine Protection Act that the United States Senate unanimously passed in 2022 to make daylight savings time permanent. The bill was reintroduced in the House of Representatives in 2023. Scott said Friday in a release the bill is supported by both lawmakers and Americans. It's time for Congress to act. I'm proud to be leading the bipartisan Sunshine Protection Act with Senator Rubio to get it done. Most Americans are in favor of ending the time change, according to economic YouGov poll from last year. Well, we already know that. So 6 in 10 want to leave it the same. Let me see. So I'm trying to see how they're going to get it back, if they're going to get it back. Rick Scott from Florida said he's working on it. Get it to the House of Representatives. The bill was reintroduced to the House of Representatives in 2023. Supported by, well, if it's supported by lawmakers and everybody else, why don't it get signed? Sent and signed. Hello, welcome to Ask Your Neighbor, WYSH. Hello.
I'm ready to sign that petition.
Buddy, I'm telling you, me too.
Heck, yeah, what we got to do to...
Well, you don't need to sign a petition.
Fired up about it.
It's already been done. It just needs to be voted on. They've already voted on it. The Senate's already passed it. They just need the Congress to pass it and then go to the president. And they say they're working on it as of Friday.
Well, if it had a paycheck behind it, they'd have done passed it.
Oh, boy, you better believe that. You better believe that, buddy-o.
Yeah. Hell, I tell you what, it seems like every time we turn the TV on, it just keeps getting worse and worse. I just can't believe it. Over 9 million people has come in the U.S.
Oh, I'd say that's twice that many.
And it's just it's a shame that we and they want to pass this bill to help out on the border. I mean, we got laws already. Just enforce them. I just don't understand. I know they're trying to get them in so they can have 9 million more voters for them. They're even coming across the border there with Biden's shirt on.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. And then we got several gangs are set up in the U.S. now, and that they ain't got no respect for anybody. We've got, I'd say we got more than one monster among them. It's just like up there in New York, they cut up somebody and they had body parts.
Yeah.
They found body parts and they turned them loose.
Yeah, I know.
Holy moly, Batman. Golly.
I just can't for the life of me understand anybody that would say, oh, yeah, that's okay. It's not a problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know who would do that.
Yep, Holly Bun. That's the reason why I say get as close as you can to the Lord. Try to read your Bible every day and try to help out somebody that's less fortunate than you.
Yep.
And check over on the elderly neighbors.
Yes,
see
sir.
if they need a hand. If you can. All right, Ron, have a good day. Happy back at it Monday.
Thank you, Racing Jason. I sure appreciate you, buddy.
Looking forward to taking my cousin to a NASCAR race. He ain't never been to one.
You got 4 tickets, right?
Okay.
Look at it. Look at your phone and make sure. But you should have got 4. Should have got a family 4-pack.
Oh, okay. I'll yeah. Heck yeah.
There you go.
All righty, brother. I appreciate you.
All right, Jason. Thank you, man.
Uh-huh.
Bye.
Well, see you later.
Bye-bye. Whoever was on 2, if you want to call me back right quick, I'll put you directly on. You don't have to hang on. 865-457-1380 or 877-711-4005. Yeah. Maybe. There we go. Hi there. Welcome to Ask Your Neighbor.
Good morning, neighbor. How you doing this morning again, Ron?
I'm good, George. How are you?
Oh, I'm very cold, getting ready to mow some grass out here. I got wild onions a foot high in my yard out here.
Holy cow. I've got some in my backyard, too.
Oh, boy. All right, the reason why I'm calling, and I think everybody in this country knows or should know, does anybody in Washington ever say anything about the price of fuel, especially diesel fuel? You know, everything in our home, yard, everything that we have or own was moved at one time or another by diesel fuel,
Absolutely.
by train or truck.
Yep.
And nobody in Washington, nobody up there ever mentions the price of that. Never.
Well, the only time you hear it now, you're hearing it in the political campaign because former President Trump reminds people that it was $1 something the last day he was in office.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But other than that, no. Yeah.
It's a shame. That's why everything in the store and everything you go to buy or go to move or anything costs so much because of the price of diesel fuel.
Absolutely.
All them lobbyists up there from the oil companies are filling somebody's pockets up there because they're sure emptying our pockets.
Yep. You better believe it. I agree.
And there's nothing done about it at all. It just really... And then the State of the Union, whatever they call it, where the president was on the other night speaking, he was talking about one of those illegal people coming over here and killing somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And killing a little girl. Well, the lady stood up in the audience, and she was very right about it. She says, well, you brought them here.
Yeah.
Now, all of a sudden, he opened the door, and now he can't close the door.
Nope. No, they killed 22-year-old University of Georgia student. And, and then the next day, he was apologizing for calling them illegal.
Yeah. And then he was up there saying, well, this happened. We got to do something about it. Well, he was the one that opened the door and brought them here.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're in a lot of trouble. And then yesterday I seen on one of the big broadcast news on TV that Saudi Arabia, one of them oil people over there, was bragging about they made $288 billion profit last year.
That's a lot of money. Holy cow. And we're providing it. We don't have to be buying it from them. We have our own, but we're not going to dig ours up yet.
Yeah, the scientists, the people will tell you that there's enough in this country, in our land here on this continent, to last for 500 years. 100 years from now, they probably won't even be using gasoline or diesel fuel. It'll be all atomic powered or something like that.
Gotcha. Absolutely.
And they got the wells up north. I remember 55 years ago, almost 60 years ago, they closed a lot of the oil wells in the Pennsylvania mountains, capped them off.
Yeah.
Capped them off.
Yeah.
And they're sitting, they're paying the people that own the property not to pump the oil out of there. It doesn't make a bit of sense at all.
No.
But none of them up there, the big wigs in Washington, none of them say they don't pay for no gas or oil. They get their car free. They get their fuel free. They get their food free. They get a big paycheck every month.
Yeah.
Put a term limit on them. 12 years and you're out the door, buddy.
I agree.
Yeah, there's some of them on there. There was one on there one time, I remember a couple of years ago. He was in a wheelchair, and he asked his assistant, what are we voting for today in here?
That doesn't surprise me one bit.
That's what I wanted to bring up. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, you're not interrupting me, pal.
But the price of diesel fuel, that's what's screwing everything up in the store. Everything. There isn't nothing in this country that isn't moved by a diesel truck or train at one time or another. Yeah. Nothing.
I agree. And that's one of, if not the biggest reason everything goes up. I mean, everything. You think about it. A farmer uses it to drive his tractor, to move his produce, to bring in his cattle. It's involved in everything that we do. When it goes up.
That's what I say. Yeah. The farmers all use it now. It's all big diesel, high dollar, big tractors and stuff that run on diesel to make our food. They use diesel to get it to the store. It's nobody says anything about it in Washington. That's what gripes me.
Yeah.
Not even our state senate or senators say anything about the price of fuel. None of them.
Well,
you show me or tell me when one of them did.
Yeah.
They haven't.
No, they don't want to talk about it because it's high. See, they don't want to talk about it when it's bad news. Now, if it dropped down to 99 cents, boy, they wouldn't be able to shut up about it.
Yeah. Yeah, oh, yeah, but they won't do nothing to make it go down.
No.
Not a word.
No.
Because all the big wigs up there are getting their pockets stuffed up there with those lobbyists in there for the oil companies.
It's real simple. We just need to go back to fracking and drilling and making our own energy. It's simple. It's economic. It's mathematics. Why would we pay somebody when we've got it?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. When you got a piggyback overfilling with coins, what do? You use them.
Yeah.
You can't put no more in there. Our country is filled with gas and oil, but we import it.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense. Not a bit of sense. But anyhow, I thought I would throw that in there because I don't hear nobody mention a word about that.
Well,
but everybody out there just think everything in your home or even your home when it was built, it was hauled there by diesel.
Yeah, I know. Absolutely.
But all right, I'm gonna get off of here and see what other people think about that.
Thank you, buddy.
Maybe talk to our state representatives and say, write them a letter and tell them, well, what's going on? You getting yours free though? You don't pay for it. You got a credit card. You pull in and get it. It don't cost you a dime.
Our state rep will be here Friday. John Reagan will be here Friday. Your state rep for this area, for this district. He'll be here Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we'll call in and ask him what's done about it.
There you go.
What he thinks about it.
There you go.
All righty, Ronnie, I'll talk to you, buddy. Take care.
Thank you, George. See you, buddy. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
865-457-1380. Whatever's on your mind. All right? And George is right. I mean, everything is tied to our energy costs. Why we decided we didn't want to be in the energy, business, I don't know. But I have a feeling that we'll be back in it soon. I know we will if former President Trump wins the election. It'll be the first week, one of the first things he does, I'm sure. Closes the border and opens the oil lines. 865-457-1380. Anybody, anywhere, anytime soon? Call me now.
Tax Talk with Straight Talk.
You give and you give. This tax season, you get with Straight Talk Wireless. You get a reliable 5G network and unlimited data and a Samsung Galaxy A14 included when you buy an extended Silver Unlimited plan. So you can give your janky phone to your kid. Yeah!
Switch to Straight Talk for plans starting as low as $25 a line per month for 4 lines. Find us at straighttalk.com. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com. Device offer ends 4/14/24. Online only. Family plan discount with 4 lines, all on the Silver Unlimited plan. Taxes and fees apply.
When you use Bounce dryer sheets and your clothes look amazing, it's the sheet. Less static in your life? Yeah, it's the sheet. Smelling fresher than ever? It's the sheet. Oh, so soft fabric? Ooh la la. It's the sheet. Less wrinkles on your clothes? You know it's the sheet. Bounce dryer sheets. More freshness, more softness. Less static, less wrinkles. It's the Sheet.
All righty, let's see here. Back to the phones we go. Welcome to Ask Your Neighbor this morning.
Good morning, Ron.
Morning.
Wonder what these people letting all these people loose. Wonder what they're going to do when they start showing up body parts all over their places.
Yeah, really. I don't know.
They'll probably change their mind, won't they?
Oh, these big cities that are sanctuary cities, New York, Chicago, all of these, they're already changing their mind. They're begging for federal help because there's too many people in their city. What about Texas? Where they're all coming through. They're mad at Texas for trying to take matters into their own hands. Texas, and then they're busing them up to New York. Now New York is going, well, we've got too many of them. We've almost got 1,000 now.
According to our laws, there's ways to come in this country.
Yeah.
They're not doing it. He broke every constitutional law that I know of.
Well, I agree. I don't know, I don't know what the argument is to keep the border open when you've got these type of people coming through. The illegal alien that killed the Georgia girl, he'd been here, he'd been arrested twice and let go, walked out, didn't show back up.
Somebody ought to meet him on the street and teach him what's what.
Now he's in jail now. I don't know I don't know how long, if they'll let him out again this time. Who knows?
They put him in a cell with strangers. They might teach him a lesson.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
They ought to send them all back, what I think.
Well, that's what former President Trump says he's going to do, but there's an awful lot of them. I don't know how you'd round them all up. I don't know. I don't know how you'd go about doing that, but we'll see what it holds.
They're taking away from these homeless people in our country and the poor people and giving it to them. Yeah. And they're just buying votes, I believe, what they're doing.
I don't know what they're doing, but there you go.
Yep. But another thing about the time, I hope they keep it like it is.
Boy, me too. It's aggravating, isn't it?
It gives the people that has to work time to get home and do a little bit of work around the house and catch up.
Yep.
More time with their family.
Yep, I agree. So I
just don't understand this world. They're supposed to be for the people, but they're for each other. And I think they're for China and Russia and all them places myself.
Don't seem like they're much for us.
I don't care about this country. But I watch your program about every day when I can.
Thank you.
I thank you for all you do for the communities.
Buddy, it's my pleasure to be able to be here to do it.
We'll do legends and hope you have a wonderful day, buddy.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Have a great day. Enjoy the sunshine. Get out there and enjoy it.
Well, if my dog go out, she's got heart failure, and we don't know how much she's going to last, how much longer she's going to last.
Oh, goodness. I know how bad that hurts. I hope she does okay.
My wife's dog, and my wife died 2 years ago this coming April, and she just loved that dog to pieces, and I can't stand to see her surfer.
I understand. Bless your heart.
Appreciate your radio station.
Appreciate you, pal. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Hello, and welcome to Ask Your Neighbor this morning.
Yes, I want to know why they don't let the people vote on this time change.
Well, that would be a great idea, too. If, the Senate's already passed it, all they got to do is okay it in the Congress and the president sign it, it'd be done. I just don't understand what the holdup is. I'm call the congressman and find out.
Okay, you do that.
I'm going to. You know what? I'm going to. Thank you. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Well, I'm going to take a break, and while I'm on break, I'm going to send a quick text to our Congressman Flashman, and ask him what we need to do to make daylight savings time the time, not to change it anymore. What do we need to do? All right? I'm going to send it. Just give me a second. Happy New Year from Hammers. Get this year started off right with new bargains from Hammers. Since 1952, Hammers has been bringing low prices and incredible deals to East Tennessee. The Hammers family will continue to make sure that our stores provide the same everyday low prices from your favorite brands in clothing and home goods in 2024. We want our customers, old and new, to have the same great shopping experience as in the good old days. Come on out and check out our famous brands like Carhartt, Wrangler, Columbia, Simply Southern, and many of the latest ladies' boutique brands at Hammer's low prices. Redecorating in the new year? Come on out and shop our great selection of area rugs and home decor. So before you shop online, come and shop with Hammer's, Clint, Sevierville, Halls, New Tazewell, and Wartburg. A hometown retailer that supports the community you live in. Open 9 to 6, Monday through Saturday. Don't forget to check out our Hammer's Instagram and Facebook. And remember, if you miss a day at Hammer's, you'll miss a bargain.
I don't know if he will be able to answer me quickly or not, but I just sent it to the congressman, and he just read it. So we'll see, as time permits, if he can answer back or what have you. And I'll let you know. There you go. That's quick and easy and to the point. I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, find it out, and if they can do anything about it, we'll just see if we... Well, there you go. He says, I will inquire about this from leadership. Thank you, Congressman. There you go. So he's going to inquire, and then when he finds out, he can share it with us. I'll say, I'll let him tell him thank you and ask him to share what he finds out. There you go. All right. Well, maybe we'll get some answers. How about that? I believe if the congressman can find answers, he'll share them with us. He always has, always does. All right. 865-457-1380. In 60 seconds, I'm coming back to talk to you, or I'm coming back to wrap it up.
Your gas light's on. We need to fill up.
Gas around here is too expensive.
Don't drive all over searching for the lowest prices. Just download the free Upside app and get cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. I've already made around $200.
You can make that kind of cash back just for buying gas? I'm stopping now to download Upside and fill up my tank. Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Cash out anytime to your bank account, PayPal, or e-gift card. Download the free Upside app now and use promo code RADIO for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up. That's promo code RADIO.
Business owners own a custom-designed building from General Steel. Call 866-95-STEEL. 866-95-STEEL. That's 866-957-8335.
This year, wouldn't it be great to stop dealing with thin, brittle, shedding hair and instead have the thick, healthy, gorgeous hair you've always wanted? Now you can by using Hair Volume from New Nordic. Look for Hair Volume at your local Walgreens and CVS or online at Amazon.com or NewNordicUSA.com.
Okay, there you go. There's your 60 seconds. Have a great day, everybody. I'll have some answers, I hope, maybe by tomorrow on this daylight saving. Maybe we can just, maybe we can kick up enough dust and we'll get Congressman Fleischman, maybe Congressman Burchett, Senator Blackburn. I don't know. We'll see if we can get a couple of our representatives, federal rep, on board. Who knows? We'll see. You never know unless you ask, do you? And I'm not afraid to ask. Y'all know that. You calling for Ask Your Neighbor this morning?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, you're on.
Follow up on what George's talking about on them diesel trucks. Fuel's about $3.85, $3.95 a gallon. They get about 4 to 6 miles a gallon on them, too. You know, so, every 6 mile, they $4 or something, right at it. So, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm just listening to you.
Well, I just wanted to follow up on that, so our country's in a mess, and I don't know what we're going to have to do to save it. If we have another term like it's going, we've lost it, I think, so. And that's bad,
Oh, I agree.
We love our country, and love the people, so.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, I just wanted to follow up on what George's talking about on them diesel trucks. I worked on them for several years, and, so I worked at UPS, and we had Mack trucks, and they sometimes would get 7 miles a gallon,
Yeah, that's good.
That's fine, yeah. We're coasting, using Georgia Overdrive, and that's taking it out of gear going downhill,
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, you have a good day, and thanks for your program there. Hey, if you get a chance, play Jesus Take a Hope by Merle Haggard. That everyone who wrote that song must have had a vision, really. So, could you put that on or not?
Jesus Take a Hold?
Jesus Take a Hold.
Okay. I'll try to. I'm writing it down right now.
Okay, buddy. I appreciate your program, buddy, and WYSH and Trading Time and all of it.
It's my
and the music, you know.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah. Well, you have a good day, buddy.
Thank you, buddy. Bye-bye.
Hey, bye-bye.
Yeah, and unless we begin to produce our own energy, then we are at the beck and call of those that we buy our energy from, Saudi Arabia, Middle East. You know, and understand, before we lifted sanctions on Iran, they weren't able to produce their own energy. Now they can. Now they not only produce it, they're selling it. So that's, I mean, I don't know what political stance you are. I don't care. But if we want lower gas prices, we need to make our own gas instead of buying it. Because if we make it, we can price it for whatever we want. Right? Refine it, make it, refine it, all of it. Pull it out of the ground. I don't care if it's natural gas. I don't care what it is. That's the only way we're going to bring energy rates down. And if energy rates come down, it affects everything. If you can tell me anything that it doesn't affect, and I'd be curious to know, but as far as I can figure, it affects everything. And I'm just telling you, a box of crackers, just plain old crackers, that used to be about, I don't know, $1, is almost $5 now. $4.79 yesterday. I'm just talking about regular old crackers. I'm not talking about Ritz or any of that. I'm just talking about regular old crackers. You know, that you eat with your chili, which is why I wanted some. Tracy made chili. And we were talking. It hasn't been that long ago that a box of crackers was $1, maybe $1 something. And it has to do with the energy costs. And there you go. And if they keep going up, it'll keep going up. Anybody else? I was giving you time, killing a little time for you in case you had anything else to add. Enjoy your day. Enjoy the sunshine. I'm tickled that you're here with us, and I hope you stay.
Thank you for listening to AM 1380 WYSH and Ask Your Neighbor. Make sure you tune in at 10 a.m. each day, Monday through Friday, right here on AM 1380 WYSH and BBB TV 12. Or listen live online at WYSHradio.com. And remember, if you have a question, comment, or problem, call in tomorrow and ask your neighbor. Or email from our website. It's Ask Your Neighbor. Thanks for listening.
Getting ready to wrap this up here. I want you guys, I'm going to try, what I was trying to find is this Merle Haggard song. I was going to go off with that, and I was going to let Brad know so that I don't